Deborah Tannen is a professor at Georgetown University and one of the foremost authorities in the differences between how men talk and how women talk, and the impact that it has on their respective careers. And if you're not familiar with that, I strongly recommend her work to you. And she has this great article in the Harvard Business Review called The Power of Talk, and the subtitle to that is Who Gets Listened to and Why? And the nature of the attributions that comes from the patterns by which people talk. In this particular article, which she's gone through and is making the case for that there are differences in how people talk and the impact that that has, she makes this very profound statement buried in one of the last paragraphs, and that is that talk is the lifeblood of managerial work. Now, you know, when you look at lifeblood, it's the source of vitality in an organization. And my particular orientation is that talk is, it's not just talk is the lifeblood of managerial work, it's the lifeblood. We're very much influenced by and influenced through the nature of the talk that we have. And you know, you've all had those circumstances where you've been in a really good mood and you felt really good, and you ran into somebody who was a wet blanket, and you had that conversation and you left and you were no longer in that great mood. So that's kind of gets at the power or the vitality that comes from talk. But just as talk is the lifeblood and is the source of vitality, it's also the source of disease. It's also the source of destruction within an organization. So talk is not simply a vehicle by which we get something accomplished. It actually provides a context and an environment in which we operate. And so we want to look at the building of relationships and the issues that you're currently dealing with from the standpoint of what if, and this is the question for you to look at, what if it's a product of conversations I have with people? What if what's going on is that? So that's the place we want to look at. Let's assume that that's true for a moment, and that the nature of what's going on with other people, all the issues that I'm dealing with, those are all a function of the conversations that I'm having with people. Which, if that's the case, one, that gives me a huge amount of opportunity, because what it suggests is if I can shift some conversations or have different conversations, I can get an entirely different relationship and set of results.